Ever wondered how blockchain technology works? It's a question that's tickled the minds of many, especially in this era where digital transactions are becoming the norm. But fear not, for in the next 7 minutes, a comprehensive yet simple to understand guide to blockchain technology unfolds. Blockchain, a buzzword tossed around in tech circles, often associated with cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. But what exactly is it? In essence, a blockchain is a continuously growing list of records called blocks, which are linked and secured using cryptography. Imagine it as a digital ledger of transactions that's duplicated and distributed across a network of computer systems. Each block typically contains a cryptographic hash of the previous block, a timestamp, and transaction data. Once recorded, the data in any given block cannot be altered retroactively without the alteration of all subsequent blocks, which requires a consensus of the network majority. This makes blockchain a remarkably secure and transparent way to record transactions or any digital interaction. So, how does this fascinating technology work? The magic of blockchain starts when a transaction occurs. Let's say Alice sends Bob 10 bitcoins. This transaction, along with several others, forms a block. This block then gets sent to every node in the blockchain network. Nodes are computers that validate and relay transactions. The nodes check the block of transactions against the history of the blockchain. If the nodes agree that the transaction is valid and Alice indeed owns 10 bitcoins, the block gets added to the chain. The transaction is now complete and Bob is 10 bitcoins richer. But what if there's a disagreement among the nodes? This is where the concept of proof of work steps into the spotlight. It's a mechanism that slows down the creation of new blocks to prevent fraudulent transactions and controls the speed at which blocks are added to the chain. Nodes must solve a complex mathematical problem. The first to solve it gets to add the new block to the chain. The beauty of blockchain technology lies in its decentralization. There's no central authority. Instead, it's a distributed network that operates on a peer-to-peer basis. Users keep control of all their information and transactions, enhancing security and privacy. Now that the basics have been laid out, it's time to summarize the main points about blockchain technology. First, blockchain is a continuously growing list of records or blocks linked and secured using cryptography. Each block contains a cryptographic hash of the previous block, a timestamp, and transaction data. Second, transactions are validated by a network of nodes that check the transaction against the history of the blockchain. If the nodes agree, the block is added to the chain. If they don't, they must solve a complex mathematical problem, a process known as proof of work. Lastly, blockchain technology is decentralized. There's no central authority, and users keep control of all their information and transactions, providing a heightened level of security and privacy. Blockchain technology, despite its complexity, holds the promise of a more secure, transparent, and decentralized future for digital transactions. Its potential applications are vast, from finance to supply chains and beyond. As we continue to explore and understand this technology, the possibilities seem endless. And that, in a nutshell, is the magic of blockchain.